If writing your book has been your dream for several years, but you've been pushing it, then this video is for you because I'll be sharing 5 ways you can use AI to help you become an author even if you're not tech savvy. And also, if you stay till the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you that one resource that will help you take your book from scratch to publish in 30 days. Alright, I'm Jyotsna from Happy Self Publishing. We as humans have this tendency of not trying any new technology when it's launched in the beginning, mainly because of fear. We only want to try it once it becomes common. Very few people are early adopters. History proves this time and again. When electricity was first invented, a lot of people were very scared to even try the electrical bulb out of fear of getting electrocuted. When cars and planes were invented, people refused to try it because they thought it's too dangerous. When computers came in the 70s and later when internet came in the 90s, a lot of people felt that this is an unnecessary invention, especially for the common people. More recently, when online transactions started happening, many people got scared that they would get scammed. I too got intimidated when I first heard about generative AI and tools such as ChatGPT because I felt that this is going to be the end of the publishing industry. Because what if these tools start replacing human beings like writers, editors, and designers? What would happen to the publishing industry? And out of this fear, I kept pushing this AI technology away, thinking that it is not ethical to replace human creativity with machine programming. In fact, some of my team members started using AI for smaller tasks like replying to emails or writing captions for YouTube videos. But I made it a point that we are never going to bring in AI for any of the core publishing processes. Have you ever noticed that only when we have limited resources, we start looking at how can we do things differently? I was faced with a similar situation recently when my book coach as well as my writers were not available and I had to start a book project completely on my own. So here is it. I don't consider myself to be having the super skill of writing. So with my limited skill of writing and even more limited time, I had to start this book project. And that is when for the first time I thought, let me use AI as an assistant. To my surprise, I finished that book in just 2 weeks. And that was a huge aha moment for me. So let me share with you 5 ways that you too can use AI in a very ethical way to become an author. Number 1. For crafting your reader avatar. See, most authors have a vague idea about what their book should be about, which is their book's topic. For example, productivity. But very few people have clarity on their target reader. And it is very important to know who exactly you're writing your book for so that you can create a high quality targeted book. For example, a productivity book for a new mom is going to be very different from a productivity book for a CEO, right? You can use AI to ask you the right set of questions and coach you to craft your reader avatar. You can just tell that tool, hey assistant, I'm going to be writing a book on productivity or whatever, and help me by asking me a series of questions one after the other so that by the end of it, you will be able to help me craft my reader avatar. That's it. This will help you find out exactly who your reader avatar is, what do they do, what are their pain points, and essentially how is your book going to help them solve their problems. So basically, you're going to find out all the benefits of reading your book using AI. The second way to use AI for your book project is for analyzing your competition. See, I don't believe in competition, but it's nice to know what are the other books out there, right, on the same topic. So once you know who your reader avatar is, it's now your responsibility to figure out how can you make your book different or better than the other books out there. You can use your AI assistant to tell you what are the top 5 books on this particular topic and what is it that the readers love about these books. And you can also find out what are some of the things that readers did not like about each of these books. Now you could do this manually on your own by going into Amazon and reading all the positive and negative reviews. But AI is going to save a ton of your time and give you this information goldmine at the end of this process. Using this information, you can decide the unique angle for your book. For example, if readers have felt that some of the top books in this particular topic are too theoretical, then you can make sure that your book is action-oriented and practical. Number 3, for deciding your book's title and subtitle. Once you decide your book's unique angle, it's now time to come up with title and subtitle ideas for your book. And you can ask your AI assistant to come up with 10 potential titles for your book based on the following things that you will be giving your AI assistant. You can tell what are the keywords that you want your book to rank for. You can again talk about the pain points of your readers, the benefits of reading your book, and the unique angle of your book. For example, for your productivity book, the unique angle or hook could be you'll never have to carry your tasks to the weekend ever again. You can also tell your AI assistant that the title needs to be just 1 to maximum 3 words long, but the subtitle could be more explanatory. When you feed your AI assistant with all this information, it's going to get back to you with some great title and subtitle combinations which you can later test on your audience. Now let's look at the 4th way for outlining your book. Outlining is one of the toughest parts of writing a book, in my opinion. Without a solid outline, most people can never finish their book. Now, you may have a lot of different ideas, concepts, personal stories, client case studies, etc. that you would want to share in your book. All you need to do is share all of this with your AI assistant. All this need not be even given in any logical order. In fact, you can also give additional information to your AI assistant like, my book should have 12 chapters, it should have 3 sections, whatever. Just wait and watch AI weave its magic. It's going to come back to you with a structured outline for your book. You can then tweak this outline even further to arrive at the final table of contents. Now, doesn't that just make our lives a lot easier? Now, moving on to the big one. Number 5. For writing your book's rough draft. This is the biggest help that AI can do for your book project. However, a lot of people will be skeptical in trying this because of the ethical dilemma. And I totally understand that because I had similar questions in my mind when I wanted to try this for the first time. Years ago, I used some ghostwriters to write some of my books, and it did not feel right because I felt that somebody is doing all the hard work and I'm claiming that book to be mine, and it didn't feel right. But later, when I discovered the process of working with angel writers, it felt ethical because I knew that all the ideas and the concepts are going to be given by the author, and the angel writer is just facilitating the process of writing a book, which is very different from just commissioning the project to a ghostwriter. Similarly, when you are using an AI assistant, it is going to be using the outline that you have helped it to create using your life story, using your personal experiences and expertise. So the content is still yours, but all AI is going to do is it's going to take the bullet points in the book's outline and convert them into paragraphs. When AI does this, one chapter after the other, in no time your entire book's rough draft is going to be ready. If you go ahead and publish this rough draft, there is nothing wrong in it. It is going to be considered as AI-generated content. In fact, even Amazon doesn't have a problem with it as long as you declare that it is AI-generated content. But here's the thing. I want you to go that extra mile by taking this extra step. I highly recommend you to take this extra step. Alright? So far the content that you've got is AI-generated rough draft. But if you take this extra step, it is going to be AI assisted and not AI generated. And when you do that, you don't even have to declare to Amazon or any other platform that it has been generated from AI. Because what you're going to do next is going to humanize the entire content. You either take this rough draft and rewrite line by line yourself, or you could outsource this part to a writer and they could do it for you. Now, if you were to hire a ghostwriter and they have to write your book from scratch, it is going to take them months. But if they have to rewrite this existing rough draft, it's hardly going to take them a couple of weeks. This is exactly what I did for my latest book, and I'm super happy with the amazing outcome. Finally, if you have a stiff deadline of publishing a book, in the next month or so, and you don't want to meddle with this AI thing, however simple it may sound, then you must check out my newly launched AI assisted writing and publishing service called WriteSmart. It cuts down your time and money invested by 75%. All the details are given below. Please do check it out. One final tip: you don't have to be an AI engineer to write good prompts. Please consider AI as your assistant and type in whatever you would be telling your assistant to brief them to complete a task. The more detailed your instructions are going to be, the better the outcome is going to be. So please don't be afraid to try it. But if you don't want to, no worries. WriteSmart will help you become an author and publish a book that you're super proud of. Please check out the details in the links below, and I'll see you in the next video.